Lota. We're reaching live from Independent Television in the state of Nigeria. Last week, we did here, and today again, Monday, we're not coming again. My name is Mark Ololo, and today, we're very privileged to get for inside house one special guest, the Honorable Minister of State for Budget and National Planning, to be Chris Clem Agba. Honorable Minister, good evening, sir.
Thank you, sir. You call me, make I come. Happy New Year.
Same to you, sir. So I want, sir.
Well, thank God.
So, many people want to hear you talk, so we'll go straight to the business. In the past, the implementation of budget now want to be very difficult. Since they bring now board, when Mr. President come bring this, made this issue of a Minister of National Budget and National Plan together, what is the new thing that are talking?
Plenty new things they will for one, we thank God say God day on our side. And for the National Assembly, some changes there, people will believe in the party. And then on the other side, we get what they call teamwork. Me and my sister, the Minister for Finance, Budget and National Planning, they work very closely together. We also get the budget office where they work closely together. So all of us, with the different ministers, all get the commitment of our guy, the president, because he tell us when he swears in, say, he want me that budget could change. That's not one of the things we they want to do for first time, where no fit happen. But at least before he come up for government, he want me to fit do. So we thank God say we get a good National Assembly. We're ready to also work with us. So they do a lot of consultation, work ahead of time with them, so they understand what we want to do. You know, they also give us certain direction and advice. And by the special grace of God, the result we will get is say 2019, even though now August 21st, they swear us by December 17, Mr. President signed the first the budget for 2020. And even 2020, you know, when we also get that budget, as we started, one big sickness can't come. It can't change things. We can't rework the budget again. Around July, we still get them approved with the revised 2020 budget before we start to work the 2021. So now teamwork and the grace of God, you know, now help us where we fit.
Okay.
Achieve that goal for 2 consecutive years.
Now, we'll look at, before now, with the year of this Vision 2020. 2020 don't go. Now, we're done the year Vision 2021 to 2025. We're going the year of Vision 2025 to 2030. And with the year of Vision 2050, when the ordinary man for street hear all this country, it be like history.
Yeah.
What be all those things we now they talk about?
Okay. You know, when a man they want to do things, he go get what they call plan. Say, what he want to do for next year, what he want to do 2 years after, what he want to do 3 years after. So everything where you they plan for like 5 years, we they call a medium-term development plan. You know, so this time we say we want to do 2 medium-term development plan. Because the last medium-term development plan where we get, that they call Economic Recovery and Growth Plan. That plan is start 2017 and it ends December 31st, 2020. And that plan, they put them in place when Nigeria be enter recession in 2015 to help us come out for that recession. By the time they put the plan in place, that ERGP, Nigeria get 5 quarters. That's every three months, every quarter. So 5 quarters of negative growth. I mean, we know our economy don't move forward, they move back. And after that one, for 12 consecutive quarters, we begin to get positive growth. Until last year, when this big sickness, so that they call COVID-19, come, we can't shut down the economy. You know, when we talk, say, recession, people need to understand what recession mean. You know, it means you get for 2 quarters, you don't get positive growth. And what this growth we will talk, so they call it GDP, gross domestic product. What it mean that the total money we spend for the economy to either buy something or to provide service. So if that money they go up quarter by quarter, we go say positive growth day. If the money they come down, we go say negative growth day. If it come down for 2 consecutive quarters like that, we go say we dey for recession. But you know, say we be shut down the economy for a long time. And so people stay for house, market no open, everywhere. So that buying and selling no really take place. So the total money we they spend for the economy come for. That's why we say we dey for recession. Okay, now that one, that first plan, the ARGP, I end for December 31st. Where they try to change to put another plan. And we call them Medium-Term National Development Plan, 2021 to 2025 for the first 5 years, and then 2026 to 2030 for the second year. The other one, where they call Vision 2020. Now for you, what they call the perspective plan. That be the long-term plan. For some people, that long term will be 20 years, for some 25, for 30. Say, where we go want make the country be? Where we go want make the country day? Which country we go want see for the country in the next 30 years? So our own, we call them Agenda 2050. Many agendas day. ECOWAS Agenda Day. AU Agenda Day. We get the one for UN that they call Sustainable Development Goal. So this one, what would they put in place? The 2050. Our Oga President say, make sure say we look all the various agenda where they, make we see how we will bring all of them inside the 2050 agenda. So that's our long-term plan where we put in place. That be the difference between that one here, vision, and one here, Agenda 2050.
But that inside that agenda 2050, so how many of now they do them? Which kind of people now put inside to ensure say, because for instance, if na only una fix be everything with this side.
You see, what they try to do, they're different from what they do before. Our own, we say we want to make sure say we get Nigerian National Development Plan. And what do you make up Nigeria? Nigeria, they made up of the states, 36 states, Federal Capital Territory. Nigeria, they made up of local government, 774 local governments. So this plan, where will they do? All the 774 local governments get hand inside through the association of ALGON, sending people. The governors, that's all the states, the Nigerian Governors Forum choose 6 governors to join. You understand? One from each geopolitical zone. We also tell them, say, because all the plan what they do for Nigeria, they don't get place where they call one place they call Nigeria where they go for implementer. Now for state and local government. So we say every state, they give us 2 of their very good people who understand economic planning from their state, so that they go join to do the plan. But you see, not only government did for Nigeria. We get what they call the private sector. In fact, for Nigerian economy, about 90% of what they go on are from the private sector. So we say, okay, this plan, the private sector will be a lead co-chair, and then government will also join as another lead co-chair. So we get 2 chairmen, Atedo Peterside they represent the private sector. Zainab Ahmed, Minister for Finance, Budget and National Planning, they represent government as co-chair. The Budget and Planning arm of the ministry now will be the host to facilitate everything where they go on. We also say this plan not be for only APC, because na APC they government. Nigerians, they belong to different political parties. So we say since na Nigerians will be planned for, at least the three main political parties where the National Assembly, we go get them involved. So the national chairman of APC, national chairman of PDP, national chairman of Agba, they all be members of the steering committee. Steering committee now be the biggest part of all the group. We also get what they call central working group. And then we get what they call technical working group. Now that they work, they do, where all these experts there. University professors, businessmen, Nigerian Farmers Association, SMIDEN, you know, all of them, women society, disabled, they all there for them. So for those 26 different groups, at least each group get about 30 people. So if you multiply 30 by 26, you know how many you go get. Okay? The central working group too, now so is also big, but the central working group, and then they collect all the material where the technical working group don't do, put them together to be one document. When they look at them, they'll carry and come, go to Presidential Economic Advisory Committee, say, this now waiting, these people don't do, waiting on think. Now if you say that they follow the right path, then maybe we take them back to them, maybe they add more, or maybe they remove. When they're dissatisfied, they go bring and come the steering committee. For that steering committee, head of the Christian Association of Nigeria, there for them. Head of the Muslim group, will be Sultan of Sokoto, there for them. The youth group, they there for them. The president for the women council, he did for them. So now those are like Oyibo will say what they call the different diversity way they, because now different type of people for Nigeria.
But the problem when most Nigerians get this kind of very beautiful plan, and the first time when we say we hear it.
Yeah.
But the implementation, how it go be?
Yeah, we go come to implementation.
Okay.
You understand? Because the way they talk now, if we don't bring everybody, come, when I say we know if we carry the whole 200 million Nigerians put for there, but people will represent these 200 million Nigerians, the different set of people. Now then we bring together to do the plan, to look at, to make sure, say, as SDG goal talk, say no one must be left behind. Even for that steering committee, person they represent the disabled. Now professor, but he blind. They talk well for meeting, just to make sure so we carry every person along. As I talk for that documentary where we make, if you follow build house, maybe you go know where bedroom they, you go know where kitchen they, you know go begin to ask questions. So now the thing what would they do with that? So all the states they involved, the local government they involved, farmers association they involved, manufacturers association they involved. So they know the plan. So that to implement them, you can't do very easy. You understand? So, you know, every time Nigerians, we know they talk of plan. That's also budget.
Honorable Minister, we salute when you take join us for the studio this evening.
Thank you, say you invite me, but I beg Nigerians, COVID-19, they real. This one way they now, 9 was fast. We always they wash our hands, and then we try to sanitize our hands. God will be with all of us, go bless us, we go there alive, see next year, and many years to come.
Amen. All right, now so we'll wrap up the program. Good night, and have a flavorful week ahead. God bless Nigeria.